Good morning, Rabbi Sai. Lili Nishmas, Imi Morosiris Mordechai. Welcome to all the guests. It's Shmaka days, Yontif. There's so many. It seems like everybody's here. Rabbi Davidovich is here. Rila, Shalom Aleichem. How you doing?
You said it well.
Ashi is hi. Hello, Rega.
Ashi, you're here?
Where else would I be?
You're able to shave?
I did. Shave, haircut, all two bits.
Let me see the haircut. It's pretty nice. Wow, Ashi.
I myself at 3 in the morning.
So there's no Tachnun today. Rabbi says no Tachnun. Avia Ben is here. Sandik is here. Double. Gewaldig. Wow. Mazel Tov, Ashi. Mazel Tov. Muncie for Shea Shear Watch going strong. Check this out. In for Shea. The money's still coming in. It's never too late. Shmuel Eidler, Eli Gabay, Moshe Handler. That's your buddy?
Yeah.
Shlomi Gruen, David Pressman, Benjamin Eisenberg, Eli Gabioff, Leoben Cyril, Yishkoyach Godel. I love these American sukkahs. Check this out. The table with the decorations, the whole thing. Whoa. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Rabbi said this guy had the same exact idea as Rav Nachman Seltzer. Thank you for your tireless efforts to raise our neshamas. If each of your 45,000 talmidim would give just $45 a year, the budget would be covered. The problem is that out of the 45,000, maybe 44,000 don't give. It's a problem. Shtickle problem. Yeah.
$45. Everyone is just $45.
Yeah. And if all 45,000 gave, let's say $100, we'd be mamish in the plus.
Imagine to get 50. Just 50.
But the problem is people, they feel the other guy is going to give.
I have 5 people waiting to sign up. I just don't know the link. I made a massive thing in Kerosene.
Really?
I got 5 people to sign up.
Gewaldig. I hope. What countries were they from? Let me hear.
All from Manchester.
Okay, I'm looking forward. I'm sending my nifgati here. I'm nifgat by the person that says in the I should not be asking for money. If you're new here, it's only like Aser Semi Tshuva now. During the year, it's not like this. MDY is successful in growing Torah to Klal Yisrael because Rebelli has those wonderful graphics, videos, and props. Because MDY is a beautiful base medrash people come to. Because MDY is a family, and therefore he has events like Shabbat Tonim and beautiful Sukkah. Because MDY is a free Gemara campaign and has brought lots of new people to learn the Daf. So keep asking for money and spending the money to bring more and more people to learn Torah. I've been on the monthly since the first time it was mentioned, and even though I haven't had a job for over a year, didn't once think of stopping it. Keep the share great. Victor Fold. As we approach the last parish of the Torah, I would like to give a special shout out to Marad Nakash, who gave out the very first time the beautiful Chumashim, the MDY Chumash, the Shnai Mikra Chumash. It was 3 years already? Wow. I've now completed for the 3rd time in a row, which is Chazaka. I hope to be able to do this for many years to come. I would like to let everyone know that I've never done any of it before. It's an amazing accomplishment and a feeling to complete the whole Chumash. If I can do it, everyone can as well. Be'ez Hashem, I'm going to switch gears, going from the monthly to the Shnai Mikra, trying to convince people to do it. It's the beginning of the year. A lot of people, and I have a guy in the Hebrew Shir who's a Rebbe in Cheder, nice beard, everything. He says, listen, I'm a Bal Kaira. I never once did Shnai Mikra in my life. And this is the first year that I'm doing it as a Bal Kaira. He says it, but not with target. There is one thing I feel I have to stand up for. This mail slipped through. It should have gone to nivgati.com. When we started Bereshis last year, you had an agreement with Eitan G that if he finishes just the Sefer Bereshis to make a beautiful scene with the helicopter ride. The helicopter ride, I remembered. The beautiful scene, I don't know. Correct me if I don't remember exactly. We are all waiting to see the Siyum. Now I think he deserves even a bigger Siyum. May all be able to finish Shas. You see how it goes? Like a helicopter ride plus a Siyum, and now the Siyum has to be bigger. But there's never a Siyum to begin with. So okay, anyway, that's how things start. May all be able to finish Shas together. Shnai Mikra, not just speak. May all be able to finish Shas together. Shnai Mikra, and not to speak during Kaddish. And hope for many other great accomplishments. Best wishes, Aaron Meislik, London. This is from a bacher that comes to the Hebrew shir almost every night. He's doing a siyum on 1,100 dapim because of the shir 18 Mesechtes, and he invited me. This is a Gevaldika one.
Rebelli, this one's for you.
Noam fixes on the flight.
Rabbi Mark Landsman, I'm principal of YCQ. I'm sure you remember me. We did the CM on Sota. We started keeping together in YCQ lunchroom. It was the most amazing moment of my life, and you really changed my life. I do MDY every single day. I do the first part of this year on the way into Yeshiva from Teaneck, New Jersey, and I do the second part of this year on the way back from Yeshiva, on the way back from New Jersey, every single day. I spread the Torah. You saw it today from Country Club. That's me and Eric Schwartz were spreading MDY all over Country Club section of Teaneck, and I came today from Teaneck, New Jersey, even though I'm on vacation from YCQ, to buy the Love Mitzrogram from Noam Fix to show Hakar Tov to you. You can pronounce that to Noam Fix. Chag Sameach, have a good Yantiv. Thanks for everything you do for Am Yisrael.
It is a Hakar Tov to me if you buy from Noam Fix. It's kind of late now. Well, no, he's still there. He's on the way back, but his store's still there. Givaldik. People are amazing. Givaldik. Who are some of our guests here? If you're a guest, what's your name? Okay, what's your name? From? Shalom Aleichem. Welcome. Who else? Shalom Aleichem. What's your name? I don't believe it. Emes? I said hello to you even? I was going to say something, I forget it. Oh, who do you got?
Here.
What's your name all the way in the corner? Eli? Feynman? Shalom Aleichem. Who? What's your name?
Good morning. Malkiel Yusuf.
Oh, Shalom Aleichem.
Aleichem Shalom.
Emails you sent in a bunch of... That's it?
Just thank you.
What? That's enough. What's your name?
Tell Chicago.
What? You're from... Tell Chicago. I lived in Chicago. It's like...
Ate your food.
You did? Well, at weddings, you mean?
You want to call me?
Really? Back in... No, you weren't alive then. It was over 20 years ago, but okay, whatever. When you...
Continue.
Ah, okay. Shalom, what's your name? From Antwerp. We had a few people here from Antwerp. They came after this year. At least one person came. But okay, Shalom, what's your name? Another. You're related to him? Friend. Shalom Aleichem. And behind you, what's your name? Shalom, from?
Lower East Side.
Lower East Side. Geschmack. Who else? What's your name?
Eli Greenberg.
Eli Greenberg. Shalom Aleichem.
From Englewood, New Jersey.
I heard about you. Did you write an email like a month ago?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I couldn't find it. I don't know. I was looking for it, and guess what? I found the email. I never opened it. I'm going to read it here. Because of you. Shalom Rebelli Shlita. I'm an MDY Daf Yomi Chassid since Masechet Shabbos. I had an idea perhaps create a learning program and center for high school bachurim and kids to utilize and get proactive in starting the daf while having extra free summer time. See, that's right. This is like, I guess he wrote it before the summer. Once they start, they'll become addicted. You're changing the Torah world. I'm sure Rabbi Meir Shapir is smiling down from Gan Eden. All the best continue. Brochen Hatzlacha, Rabbi Pesach Greenberg. I put in Greenberg.
No relation.
San Jose, Costa Rica. Geschmack, huh? From Costa Rica. And he writes on the bottom, I guess he signs off every email, every person dies, not every person really lives.
It's a quote from something you don't want to know. It's a quote from a famous movie.
Okay.
By Anderson.
Say it. The quote is a good one. Oh, the Masechet is sponsored by David Salomon, dedicated memory of Avi Meir Shmuel Baruch Bereb Chaim Tzvi Doiv.
We don't want to kill that guy.
Yeah. He was here before. Reb Shmuel Baruch. Reb Shmuel Baruch Bereb Chaim Tzvi Doiv. Masechet sponsor anonymous. Lilin Shmas. Doiv Shloimo Yehuda ben Shmuel Chaim. Asher Shokav Lo Mach Kodshim Kol Chaim. Anonymous. L'schos before Shloimo Nochem Tzvi ben Yenta. Moti, did I said hello to you? You were here when? Like last week?
Belly.
Yeah. Oh, Shalom Aleichem. What's your name?
Stevie Eisenberg.
Shalom Aleichem. How you doing? From?
Upper East Side.
Upper East Side.
He just did the monthly. Joined us on the monthly.
Oh,
Yesterday.
Yishkoya. Thank you. How you doing? Well, so you know this guy. Did he also say Upper West Side? He said
Lower East Side.
Lower East Side,
East Side,
Upper West Side.
Whole different world.
Sorry, Michael. You Michael? Okay, good. Sorry. I don't know. What's the name of that restaurant? Schmelkes, what was it? Yeah.
MTJ. That's what he's next to.
Moshe Feinstein, yeah. I don't even know where I'm holding. In honor of our friends, Meir Kovacs, Taki, and Shamshi Slavrak, I got an email. A guy wants to know how come I drink in between Taki and Shamshi. For the devotion to Torah study, another guy that a big part of, I think it was Reuben Chait. He was a big part of the shit. He goes, "You mamish changed my life." I said, "How did I change your life?" He says, "It's a game changer. This thing that you don't button your button over here, mamish, you changed my life. You helped me." It's like different people. The drink in between Taki and Shamshi changed people's lives. And the devotion Torah study in the shir. Joe Kedalis, Lilish was my father. Check Kedalis. Anonymous. Hasoch Baruch Baruch is Gashmius. MDY Coffee Corner. Rivka and Dr. Avram Epstein pray for a complete and speedy recovery for Dr. Harold Goldmeyer. Rabbi said we're looking for ways. We're going to make a change eventually with these with the sponsorships. Maybe they'll be put on a screen and I won't read them. We're going to make some sort of change. It's taking a long time to read them. Baruch Hashem, there's a lot of sponsors, but we got to do something. Anonymous, Refuah Shlema for Dina Bat Esther. Day. Alana Dana in honor of my father, Dr. David Dana? Dana. Okay, said. In honor of my father, Dr. David Dana, Allah Shalom, on his third yard site. Lili Nishmas, David Ben Moshe Chaim, his neshama should have an aliyah. Monthly sponsors, Anonymous from London, Parnosa B'Shefa. Yuda Lushinsky, in honor of my father's sixth cycle of the Daf. Your big heart and giving the community is inspiration for all of us. Anonymous. Baruch Adli Dai, Yuda Ben Yomi Ben Chava, and Baruch Tzvi Nisim Ben Shana Leah. Anonymous, the Shana Toivim Sukkah, the Schus Aliyo Ben Chai Dvaira, and in honor of my Chavrusa Simchala. Ben Tzin Glicksman, Mazel Tov to Talia on her birthday, 12th of Tishrei. Urgent for Shlema for Chaim Yosef Aryeh Ben Sarah Razel. HY weekly sponsors, HYK Ventures, the Refuah Shlema for Elka Baschana, Anonymous Extra Schusim, Shir and MDY Kids Weekly, Rikavici family, in appreciation of Mayor Tarlau. Welcome to MDY. Tzvi and Shani Zinstein, Eliza Chana Bat Naomi should have a complete refuah. Amen. Mark Ashkenazi, the one and only Eli Hefter and Kinnovations LLC. You'll figure out which one is the one and only. I don't know. It's right in between. Refuah Shlema to Dov Ber Ben Gundel. Mark Ashkenazi. And Eli Hefter Kinnovations. Refuah Shlema to Dov Ber Ben Gundel. Oh. Oh, today's the surgery. You should have Refuah Shlema. You should be able to make many more seem together. Rebelli and the MDY Mishpacha. Anonymous, Refuah Satinok Ben Chavaleya, who's having open heart surgery today and a speedy recovery. Amen. Anonymous, thank you Hashem for the birth of a healthy, beautiful girl to a healthy mommy. Mazel Tov. Tali and Order, Fort Gang, thanking Hashem for our son Yumi's engagement to Razel Tzivia Hershkowitz. Mazel Tov Tzali, another truck driver. Talking about truck, you have him and who else? I forgot it was.
I was just driving. Was. What? I was.
Bezer Hashem should stay like that. Retire. He moved to Eretz Yisrael. Well, you can still do stuff here in Eretz Yisrael. Okay. Monthly. Refuah Shlema for Yehonatan Edom and B'Sheva Bracha. Refuah Shlema. Nachamol. Refuah Shlema for Yonatan Edom and B'Sheva Bracha. Refuah Shlema Mordechai Ben Esther. Refuah Sayeled Daniel Zev Ben Ayeled Esther. They should have such enthusiasm during the Daf. Bezer Hashem. Amen. Daf Chof Aleph Amud Beis. We have to do 1.5. We have to have a daf and a half. It's not a big deal. In 30 minutes, we could do it. Kum Tzarayin. Rabbi say Kum Tzarayin. We're in the middle of a sugya. The water of the kiyar that was left outside, when does it become pasul exactly? So we saw the first shita that there's actually 2 times of psul. First is by shkia, and that would make the water pasul for anything that's done before shkia, like zrika and kmitza. And then you have the second time that the water becomes pasul. In other words, it becomes pasul for 2 different things at 2 different times. Second shear is at Alois HaShachar. If you wash your hands with that water that was left out past Alois HaShachar, then you can't do even a murim on the Mizbeach. And then we had Rav Chizda, who says there's only one shear. The shear is Alois HaShachar. One shear. And then we have Rabbi Yochanan. So now we're dealing in Rabbi Yochanan right now. Ba'amar Rabbi Yochanan, top line on Chav Aleph Amud Beis. I think that's where we got to, somewhere around there.
Ba'amar Rabbi Yochanan.
Ba'amar Rabbi Yochanan. Kiddush Yodav L'Trumas Hadeshen. So we saw that. Oh, I thought I put it in here. Gewaldig. Okay, not that important. There was a nice chart that Kobe made based on these guys. Chaval. I don't know what I did with it. Fine. There's no. Yeah, it could be. I thought I moved it though. Kiddush Yodav L'Trumas Hadeshen. The guy goes up. We're not going to go through this whole thing again, but he goes up he takes the ashes from where? From where the fire is, not from. And then there's a whole debate: is he wearing his big dekun or not? So Gershi wrote something, the Rambam, that says that this picture is right. He should be wearing a special big dekun, not the regular, and not his weekdays. That's why it's green. Anyways, he takes the thing, he has to wash his hands before that. What time of the day does he wash his hands? Kreis HaGever. Kreis HaGever is what? Before Alois. The problem is that according to Rebbe, once Alois comes, you have to wash your hands again. You have to wash your hands by Alois. So you have to wash your hands, you don't have to wash your hands. According to Reb Shimon Elazar, if you wash your hands once, it's good for 10 days. So why does he have to wash his hands before Alois, before Kreis HaGever? What's going on here? So we had two pshatim. One pshat is that according to Rebbe, and that's what basically we finished off the shir yesterday, we're just doing chazara, that according to Rebbe, yes, you have to wash your hands again by Alois, but because Kreis HaGever is so close to Alois, and the whole reason why you have to wash your hands again by Alois is because it's a derabanan, so we let it slide. He washes his hands once, right before Alois, and that's good enough for us. Or the pshat is that according to Rabbi Shimon ben Elazar, you're right, you don't have to wash your hands again. So why does this guy wash his hands right before Kreis HaGever? Because he's brand new. This is his first time he's washing his hands. Had he washed his hands the day before, 10 days before, it would have gone straight. Had he not gone to the bathroom, whatever, it would have been fine. But he just showed up, he's brand new. So now let's see inside. The Gemara makes a little bit of cheshbon here. He washed his hands right before he did Trumas Hadeshen, which is to remove one spoonful, one shovelful of the coals and put it on that corner right here on the chart. He puts it in that special place of the Trumas Hadeshen and it gets absorbed into the ground. L'machar ein tzarich l'kadesh. The next day, he doesn't have to wash his hands. Shekvar kiddush mitchilas avoda. Because he already washed his hands once. Now, right over here, we have a problem. Over here, the issue is, why doesn't Rabbi Yochanan say, take the water, after you mekadesh yadayim, take the kiyar, and drop it in here. Here, take a look at this beautiful... This is taken from a picture from Kol HaLashon. Okay? Again, Kol HaLashon is in the corner. You can see Kol HaLashon. The guy spent a lot of money back in the day getting this thing. Had a whole meeting with him in my house. And this, Yoshi took the picture and did this. It's from a still. Okay. The noise, the whole thing, beautiful. So, yeah, a little slightly different. No, there's different. There's throwing, there's putting down. That's part of the Gemara. We're going to see in the Gemara. You could throw it in, but they don't. So, the underlying question is, why doesn't Rabbi Yochanan say that you have to put the water back, the kiyar back into the ground? Right by Kreis HaGever, you remove it, he washes his hand, then what? If the water stays outside, the kiyar stays above ground, what's going to happen? It's going to become possible by Elis HaShachar. We said once Elis HaShachar comes, it becomes possible for all the avodas. So it says the Gemara, Bishlam Rava, the Moikim Laihi, Kirib Elazar Reb Shimon. So if we go back and say, okay, that whole thing with the Deshen, we said, oh, you go like Reb Elazar Reb Shimon. Reb Elazar Reb Shimon says, you wash your hands once, you're good forever, until you need to do it again. But as long as you're not Mesiach Das, you're good. So that you don't have to put it back into the ground. Why? Because it goes like Reb Elazar Reb Shimon. You don't have to worry about it. Haka Rebbe, the Braisa, they have to put it back into the ground, goes like Rebbe, because Rebbe says, by Elois HaShachar, it starts all over again, so you better put it back into the ground. What do we have here? I'm not sure that these will help, won't help. Where's Rava? Let me just see Rava. There's a Baya. There's a Rava somewhere. Maybe I messed up. Because I was bringing things from the other shir. I don't see Rava anymore. Okay. Maybe this one will do a little bit of... we'll just say, according to the Braisa that we just learned of the top, you don't have to put the water back in. Why? Because it goes like Rabbi Elazar, Rabbi Shimon, that he says that there's no such thing as alois causing tumah. One time you wash your hands, so the kir also there's no tumah. The Braisa that says that you have to put it back in goes like Rebbe. He says there's a problem like the shachar. That's good according to Rava. El Abayo, but according to Abayo, the Moikim like a Rebbe, and he says, what was the pshat? You could say like Rebbe, you have to wash your hands by alois. When alois comes, every kohen has to wash his hands again. The reason why this kohen doesn't have to wash his hands is because he did it by Kreis HaGever, which is a few minutes before alois. So we don't make him do it again. So then, how do we explain this? We have a contradiction. This is Rava. Thank you, Gary. You threw this in. According to Rava, it's fine. We don't have a contradiction. One goes like Rebbe, one goes like the Braisa, or Shimon ben Elazar. But according to Abaya, we have a contradiction. They're both Rebbe, and one place it says you don't have to put the kiyur into the ground. One place says you have to put the kiyur into the ground. What's going on here? So there's not a contradiction, says the Gemara, because even the place that says it doesn't say you don't have to put it in the ground, we're going to explain that you put it back into the ground. So there's no contradiction. How come Rebbe over there holds that you have to put it back into the ground? By the Strumas Hadeshen, it doesn't mention anything of putting it into the ground. So the Gemara, no. You're right, it doesn't say it. Because we're talking about the kohen. We're not talking about the actual kiyur. We're saying this kohen doesn't have to wash his hands again. What you have to do with the kiyur is a different place. We're not going into it. It happens to be that he holds over here also. You have to take the kiyur, make sure it goes right back into the ground before it's too late. The Mesalik Leva Hadar Meshakale. Yes, you're right. He pulls it out of the ground, washes his hands real quick to do the Trumas Hadeshen, puts it back into the ground. Why doesn't it mention it? We're not talking about the kiyur, we're talking about the human being. The human being doesn't have to wash his hands. No, time out. So when it says Einu Mekadesh, that's what we said yesterday. I pointed out yesterday. Ari jumped in and explained what does Einu Mekadesh mean. Einu Mekadesh, when you say the words in Hebrew, Einu Mekadesh means you shouldn't use the water. That's what it would mean to me and Ari. That's what he said yesterday on his own. So l'chayra, it says you don't have to. Why not? If you're putting it back into the ground, it seems like you do have to wash your hands. No, says the Gemara, Ein tzarech lekadesh. It means not that you can't use the water. Ein tzarech. You don't have to do any kedusha to it. It's fine. The water is good. It's a different way of learning Einu Mekadesh. The opposite, basically. You're taking the same words and saying something the opposite. Akol Parim says the Gemara, we're almost done with this sugya. If you don't know what's flying, we're doing a whole new sugya in a minute. Huh?
It's a wash.
Oh. It's not a wash. When it comes to Torah, it's not a wash. It's a loss. It's a loss. You're taking losses.
We're going to sanctify it.
No. Okay, stick with your wash. L'meimer de l'matirin. Says the Gemara, l'meimer de l'matirin mitzvah chazi. So you're telling me now that we went through a whole thing. What could you use this water for? You could use it for the zrika? No. You could use it for the imurim? Yes. But now we're saying that this water is perfect. You don't even have to put it into the ground. So in other words, this water should be good even for matirim, even for zrika. If so, we have a problem. Hainu the Rav Chizda. That's exactly what Rav Chizda said. Rav Chizda said there's only one shear. There's only one period of time where the water goes bad, and that is alois. And during the night, you could still do matirim. If you wash your hands from water that was left overnight, not by alois, but in the middle of the night, you found the water and you wash your hands, come to the base of Mikdash 3 in the morning. 3 in the morning, you wash your hands from the kiyur. Could you or could you not do zrika the next day? According to Rav Chizda, you could. It only becomes Pasul at Alois. So according to you, according to Rabbi Yochanan, basically, we're talking about Rabbi Yochanan. According to Rabbi Yochanan, you could wash your hands in the middle of the night and do zrika. What's the problem? If so, that's exactly Rav Chisda. So what's the difference between Rabbi Yochanan and Rav Chisda? Iki benayu mitzvah shikua. Yesterday, with the first line of this Amud, it says gzeira shikua. Now we're saying something different. According to Rabbi Yochanan, there's no need to put the water in. According to Rav Chisda, there's no need to put the water back into the ground, the kiyur into the ground. According to the Rabbi Yochanan, there's a mitzvah to put it back into the ground. They both hold that it's alois hashachar that causes the water to go bad. But the question is, what do you do during the night? Should I put this kli back into the ground or not? According to Rabbi Yochanan, there's a mitzvah, put it back into the ground. You might forget, there's a mitzvah, put it back in. It might get messed up, so put it into the ground. According to Rav Chisda, there's no difference. Says Gemara Meisvei, on Rav Chisda, again, according to Rav Chisda, if the kiyur stayed out of the ground overnight, it's fine to use the water for everything, for zrika, for kmitza, for emurim, for everything. It says, we're talking about the person who's doing this Trumas Hadeshin. What time of the night is it? It's the middle of the night. Kreis HaGever is pitch dark outside. Only the rooster knows that it's going to be daytime soon. So how do people see the Kayan? How do they know he's about to do the Davai? There's no lights. The only light that you have there is the little fire on the Mizbeach. So, I was just thinking that it's a taiva for anybody that wants to try it out. The time of the day that lo shoymim v'lo royim, let's say 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, geschmack to get up then. Moshe Einor is like, yeah, there's no phone calls, there's no people, the children are asleep. I mean, the only thing that you could be missing is your wife, whatever, but it's quiet. You can accomplish double then, triple. No. Try this. Get up then, and then try to go to sleep in the middle of the day. That's geschmack. That's geschmack.
If you look in the Shuvas, a lot of the Achronim, they sign.
Hold on. You said a wash. That's it. That's one. And then you said something, sanctify. That was 2. Can't do 3 in a day. That's.
I agree.
Okay. Didn't even hear him. Until they hear that sound, that winch that you could hear all the way to Yerichai, 10 kilometers or wherever far away it is from Yerushalayim. And then the Kohanim say, I have a video here, but I wasn't. No, this is different. What was it? This one. We have a different artist from Motzei Shabbos, different style. We're still in the.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. So when they hear that winch, so what does that mean? Is it going up or coming down? Which one is it? Up. Up. That means that the water is underground. So it's a kasha Rav Chisda. Rav Chisda says the water doesn't have to be underground. Rav Chisda says it's not a problem until Alis Shachar. We're talking about Kreis HaGever, which is before Alis Shachar. All of a sudden they hear that noise. Every night they hear the noise. And they come running to help. Why is the water underground? So you see Rav Chisda is wrong. The water does have, like Rabbi Yochanan, the water has to be underground. Isn't talking about that he's raising it? If he's raising it, that means the water's on the ground. The noise that they hear is when it's going into the ground. That's the Gemara. The Gemara understands like it has some clicking sound, like a bicycle. Like it makes a noise one way, but not the other way. Like there's the teeth get stuck in a certain way.
So therefore, it makes more noise.
No, it's like a winch catches it on a tooth. Every time it goes kick, 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 kick. But on the way down, there's no teeth. You release it. You just let it go. Yeah, whatever. It's not on because the Gemara thought it's not on the wheel. You just throw it in. On the way up, you need to use a winch system, but not on the way down. Says Gemara, Idim Shakale, Mishtamkale, Mishakale Begilgalo. Yeah, no. They even when they lower it nice and slow, and they use that wheel, and Memela, that's obviously the people wonder how they were able to carry those massive stones in the Kaisel. You know, some of them are, 15 feet wide or something, even longer. And this, how did they had it, what? 45 feet long, one stone.
They don't know how they did it. They don't know.
But they had these winches, they had systems, they had pulley systems.
Mess, right?
I asked Alpines, but they have other things. They have also in Egypt. They have stuff that nobody understands how they did it. How much? 500 tons of stone. Wow. I asked the Belzer. I asked him back in the day. I said, "What's pshat that in Belz they go around the first day of Slichas? They go around with a microphone system, right? And what's the niggin? Shtayof. I don't know exactly. Shtayof at the Slichas. I'm off, right? Something like that. Shtayof at the Slichas. Kids are screaming. So like, yeah. No, so let's go. So I asked him, not everybody shtais over slichas. There's women, there's children, there's the. What's the shot that they go around? They wake everybody up. You don't have a choice. It's like lahavdil. I'm not even going to mention, our neighbors over there. So he said, over here you see, he threw out this Gemara to me. He says, you learn Zevachim, Daf Yomi Aleph, you'll see that there's a muchni. And in the muchni, it wakes up, the sound is all the way to Yerichai. So if it's Yerichai, what's going on there, Reb Nachum? Why is everybody serving you today? It's your birthday again? First the coffee, then the... Were you away for a while? It seems like you were here the whole time. You're back. Alfred, Shalom Aleichem. Huh? This guy walking around with the coffee. Were you away for a while? Yeah, sure. Were you away for a while? You gotta go. Come. Say hello to the island. The island in America misses you with the coffee. Shalom Aleichem. How you doing, Tzaddik? It's good to see you. I see him every Shabbos. He comes around for the minyan.
I do the daf every day on the bus, on the double bus.
What masechta are we holding in?
Amud Beis.
Yeah, that's right, baby. That's what I thought. Geschmack. But you're coming back, Yeshua, every day, Tzad, every day. Yeah. Nothing changed. He's holding out the Zara. Like this is what he's saying. Like back then, says the Gemara. The simple pshat is that it's not even a different pshat. Chumarte is just another way of saying the wheel. It seems from places it is a little different. The reason is that the people in the Beis Hamikdash should hear the sound and they'll come running. Ask the Gemara, what do you need the pulley system to make a noise? You had this person here, another one from him. His name is Yossi Shachar. Okay, Noilam likes. So you have Gvini Krois. Every generation it was the same name. Once the name went in, his name is Gvini. Gvini came and he used to announce it. He had a strong voice. So for years, the next guy is also called Gvini Krois. So what do you need? You know that guy that needs the 2 alarms? Ask my wife about it. The 2 alarms, every 2 minutes another one is going off. The Shem Mahayasi. Some people need this one. By the way, Stam, this is just a public service announcement. There's a Mardika alarm out there I saw. There's a lot of interesting ones. The ones with the wheels that fall off your bed or your account and just run away and you have to get up and get it. But there's a good one. It's a shredder. You put, let's say, $100 bill in there, and if you don't get up to shut off the alarm in like 30 seconds, it goes right through the shredder. MS, you can look it up. We had it. Okay. Anyway, another one last one that I liked was it takes a picture of you, and if you don't get up, it'll send it to all your contacts. Guva, Amar Yosef Reb Chanina. So this is a gishmak. Okay, we're done with that sugi Rabbi Say. You can all wake up now. Lavoy the saboira, shtayif to the daf. Amar Reb Yosef Reb Chanina called kiyur shein boy kidei lekadish arba koyanim imenu. If the kiyur needs minimum amount of water, how much? Enough for 4 koyanim. And mekachim, but you don't wash your hands and feet with the water if it's below 4 koyanim. Shenemar. That's 2. Ubanov, the minimum of banov is another 2, a total of 4. Meisvei, every kli in the Beis Hamikdash, you could use it for kiddush yadayim raglayim. Bein sheish b'hem revius, bein she'ein b'hem revius. Even less than a revius. Less than a revius. How can you wash 4 people, hands and feet, with less than a revius? Ubevad shu kli sharis. As long as it's one of the holy kalim in the Beis Hamikdash, then you can wash your hands. So why do you say that there's a minimum? It's referring to a special case where they cut a hole in the kiyar and they put a new kli in it, something like this. Check this out. Make a hole in the kli and you put another kli in it. This small kli doesn't have to contain a revius, because it's receiving the water from the actual kiyar. The water from the kiyar is flowing through that kli out.
Why they put it in? Why?
I don't. The stam. If they do, then you don't need a revius. They're not going to do. I don't know. I don't think that ever happened. It's one of these if. Says the Gemara, isn't there a problem that says in the pasuk that you have to wash your hands from the kiyar itself and not from a kli sharis? Says the Gemara, Yirchatzu, the rabbis kli sharis. What does that mean? If you look at this pasuk Amud Aleph says virachatzu, pasuk Amud Beis says yirchatzu. The pasuk Amud Beis didn't have to say the word yirchatzu. It's understood that virachatzu. They're washing their feet. It's to include another funny case where if they put a kli into the wall, let's say there's a hole, I don't know what, so they plugged it up with a kli. You could also use that for the rechitza. Maybe yirchatzu comes to include also. Your negel vaser kli that you have at home, your washing, what do they call it? The washing cup. Yes. Just whatever it is, a washing cup that you got, nice silver cup, but it's not kodesh. Maybe you can use that. No way could you use something like that. I have a simple logic to tell you this. It says mikanoi. Mikanoi, I'm asking, no, it's not, doesn't say mikanoi, but kanoi is this. Here, if we look at a kiyar, this is the kiyar. Underneath the kiyar, it had some sort of base. Either it was flipped this way or flipped this way. So let's say it was flipped this way. But if you fill that up with water, you cannot use that water for the kiyar. You can't use it to make your hands kaddish. So if you can't use that kli on the bottom to make your hands kaddish, how are you going to make a washing cup from your sink kaddish? There's gedusha to the base. The kohen when he makes the kalim kaddish, he takes the shemen hamishcha, the oil that you use to make the kohanim kaddish, he pours it all over the kiyar, all over the kanoi also. Yet you can't use the bottom part to be mekadosh the hands and the feet. I do want to say, I want to give a shout out to a person I never really spoke to. Last night, the first time I spoke to him was Meyer Fisher. Spoke to him and he increased his monthly to a very significant amount. He just gave us a nice amount on the monthly. Shmuzing yesterday, we're schmoozing under this, and in the middle he said, massive increase. So Levi, more people should do that, and Be'ez Hashem will be able to do many, many good things with the money. So, no, I'll just say, I'm going to get this off my chest real quickly. In the Hebrew Shir, I told the Olam like this. A lot of times you give money to a great organization, you give money to Bnei Olam, you bring mamish helping couples, etc., etc. And besides the thing that I always tell people, if you give any organization, you give $50 to an organization, what are they going to do with it? Like, how does it help? Some couples need $20,000, $30,000, 50. It's significant. It doesn't. Over here, you're taking with $50. $50, you're changing a person's life. Giving him a Gemara, bringing him to Torah. Mamish, a life-changing thing. But it's not just that. The money. I don't know of another tzedakah. Most of the time, if somebody gives to a refuah place, this, Be'ez Hashem, right now you're not using it, and Be'ez Hashem, you'll never have to use it. Over here, the money that you're giving to MDY goes right back to you. Who's benefiting? You. You're getting these beautiful pictures, you're getting the videos. Who pays? You. You're benefiting from it. The people that come to the base medrash, you're sitting in the air conditioning that you're paying. So basically, you're giving yourself money. You're giving tzedakah that goes right back into your pocket, to yourself. It's like, I'm just saying, like, people are like, why do you need money? What do you mean? We have a base medrash. We have a sukkah. Look at the sukkah. It costs thousands and thousands of dollars just to put it up. After shir, go take a look at the screens we have there and all the tech and this and the food. Baruch Hashem, a lot of the food is donated. Yishkoyach to all the people. There was a guy here yesterday, just a guest, came, gave $2,000. Baruch Hashem, very nice. Hakar Satoiv, but it's like one tzedakah that it might be. You have to ask a rav if you're allowed to take meiser to give to the tzedakah. It's going right back to you. No, I'm just kidding. Kid, I'm joking. I asked the rav. It's 100% good. Tzedakah Gemara. B'kahanim in Allah. The Sanyo, Rabbi Yehuda Omer. No, I'm bemis. A guy. One last thing. A guy benefits every single day, and he has I'm just thinking about that email. It touched me. You spend money on so many things, on your car, on this, on that, on shtusim, on restaurants, and here you have hana every single day. Hana every day. You're benefiting. You say you can't even give like $30 a month, $100. Like it's so wow. Let the other guy do it. It's a pella. Okay, Zogni more. I'm not gonna schnorr money anymore. Let's go weiter. B'kanim enola. Bli neder. Today, the Sanya, Rabbi Yehuda Omer, Yochol Yekanei Mekadesh Keder Shakir Mekadesh. I would think that the bottom could be Mekadesh Yadayim Beraglaim, Tamad Loimer Vosisa Kir Nechoshes V'Kanei Nechoshes. You should make the top, you should make the bottom. Out of copper. There's no connection between the two, the top and the bottom, only for one thing, that they're made from the same material, but not for the halachas of Kiddush Yadayim Reglaim. What's the connection? How can you bring a raya from a washing cup or a plastic cup from the base? The base is not made to have water, to contain water. The base is just there to be a pedestal for the kiyar. So that's why you can't use it to wash your hands and your feet. So the Gemara says that's a very good kasha. Here, so we have the pasuk here. This is the pasuk rachatzu yirchatzu. Look what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of the rachatzu yirchatzu. We're going to go to mimenu. We're going to another word, mimenu. Only from the kiyar do you wash your hands and feet, and not from anything else. So maybe only from this you can wash your hands, but not from the klisharis, the other vessels in the base. I mean, this should be puzzle, and we said the other vessels are kosher. This is Gemara Rabbi Rachman yirchatzu. But it says yirchatzu, which includes new stuff. Umari, so okay, it includes new stuff, so maybe you should include the washing cup from your house. How do you know that it includes only the special kalim from the Beis Hamikdash? Says Gemara, because it makes a lot of sense that Tom Mashiach Kamayu was in Tom Mashiach Kamayu. There's a difference. One needs the anointment of the oil, the special oil in the Beis Hamikdash, and one doesn't. The one from your house doesn't have any kedusha. This one does have kedusha. It makes sense that you can use this one for your hands and your feet. Amar Shlokish. If you have a mikvah needs 40 saw, let's say you have 39 saw, you're stuck, you don't have water. What do? You take snow. You can take ice. My mikvah that I had in my house 2 years ago, I filled it up with ice. Went to the gas station. I didn't do it. I sent somebody to the gas station, like 25. You can't imagine how much ice goes into there. Trunk loads and trunk loads of ice. Bag after bag. Each one is cha-ching, it costs money. It's like, midaraisa, you can use ice. Even salt. Even very fine mud. Mud. So if that mud. Salt.
What, then it becomes salt water?
Yeah. A lot of pools today, they have the chlorine. No, the chlorine, salt, it's good.
Mikvah is salt.
Yeah, it's gewaldig.
Keep your eyes closed.
Most pools today, the good filtration system on pools are chlorine based. Like salt base. Sorry, salt base. I meant salt base. Those are the better ones. Anyway, it doesn't mean a lot. A little, one side of 40, fine. So you have a kiyar. The kiyar, we said, how much water do you need in the kiyar, Rabbi Isai? 4 people. 4 people worth, not 40 saw. The kiyar, not mikvah. Kiyar. You have three people's worth. So what do? Dump a bunch of snow in there, ice, salt. It's good. Call hamashlim mikvah. If it's good enough for a mikvah, it's good for a kiyar. L'revius ain't mashlim. But for netilas yadayim, you have to wash your hands before you eat bread or whatever it is. You cannot. You have a revius. You cannot add snow. Lemutei mai, ilema, lemutei tanidoik. You're talking about liquid mud. Hey chidami, what kind of mud are we talking about? Here we have a picture, a real picture, not an AI picture. I guess cows are known to drink from the mud. So if the cow would bend down and drink from it, in other words, it's water more than mud. I feel why can't you use it for your Natil Sadaim? Looks perfect to me. It just remember, like, here in Israel, and in America also sometimes a couple times a month they put a notice. They like to do it like 10 minutes before. By the way, we're turning off your water for the next 16 hours. Get ready. And have a wonderful day. And then when you turn it on, that liquid mud comes out of your sink. You know what I'm talking about? And plugs your filters up. You can't take a shower for the next 2 months. Okay, and by the time you fix it, they do it again. Hey chidami. If it's too thick and even a cow won't drink it, and then it's no good for a mikvah. Rabbi, you're gonna like this. No. Yavchushin adumim. Give a kick. What's Yavchushin adumim? Says Rashi, it's small little. No, insects like 1 minute. Rashi says it's mosquitoes, red mosquitoes without wings, but the article says it's more like it starts out like larvae, like worms. So afilu beinayunami, a mikvah of these yavchushim, you could dunk in the mikvah, a whole mikvah of it. Here, check this out, Rabbi Isai. If you're a little allergic to this kind of stuff, here we go. There's one mikvah that costs 5 shekel, the other is b'chinam.
טוב. מה לא עושים בשביל לטבול במקווה?
לשים הגנה לפני הכניסה, I didn't even notice that. You have to put הגנה.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Even if they're there, if the whole mikvah is made out of this stuff, you're allowed to. Why?
From the water.
Anything that was created initially from the water, maybe the pshat is when HaKadosh Baruch Hu created from the water. Whatever the pshat is, they're born in the water like a fish. We once had a Gemara in Bava Basra that there was a whale that surfaced on the ground, and they were able to get like 300 barrels worth of oil out of its side. Now 300 we know is a guzma in the Gemara, 400 is a guzma. Here I even have a video of that too, in case you were here. First of all, this is an ayin. This is a real fish. It's called a giant squid. Its eye is 30 centimeters. Oh, it actually reminds me of a joke. The kid was telling his father, I saw a fish. It was like, so his father grabs his hands and puts it like this. He said, don't exaggerate. He says, the eye was this big. His eye was this big. Anyway, there's a Geschmacke video here. Where was it? Oh, here we go. Check this out.
תיזהר שלא יערבב הבשר עם הרוטב של העין של הדג.
All the videos come together. Anyway, so Madbilim be'enoi shel dag, the Gemara says. You can be toivel in the eye itself. Why? Because the eye itself, it's a creature that was created from water, in water. So maybe you're allowed to be toivel in the Yafchushin Adumim too. Omer apape limuti nosen sa v'notal sa. So what's going on here? What is it coming to exclude? We say that kol hamashlim v'mimikiv v'mashlim v'mekiyar, but you can't do netilas yadayim. What is it coming to exclude? So it's givaldik over here. It goes like this. Think about it. If you have a mikvah of 40 sa, Rabbi say 40 sa. What's 40 sa? It's kosher. You go and you take 1 sa of orange juice and you pour it in. Is the mikvah kosher or not kosher? Kosher. Why is it kosher? Because it's bottle. It's all bottle. Then you genius, when you mix it up, it goes through the filter. Now everything turns slightly yellow, and you take 1 sa out of the mikvah. Now you have how many sa in the mikvah? 40. In the sa that you took out is a little bit of orange juice and mostly water. But l'maisat, right now, in your mikvah, you don't have 40 sa of water. Some of it is orange juice because you took out water and orange juice before. Now you do it all over again. You pour 1 sa of orange juice into there. Kosher or not kosher? Huh? You say no? The elderlies of the shir say none. They haven't done the daf enough times, enough cycles. It's good, it's kosher. Oh, this one says yes. It's good. It's good. In other words, because it became bottle. It became part of the mikvah. It is a mikvah. You do it again. Could you do it forever? No. Until there's a roiv. So in other words, you can do it like 20 times, something like that. You go 20 in and out until you get to the point where most of the water is gone. Then it's no good anymore. That halacha Rabbi Yisai is only in a mikvah and a kiyar. So in a kiyar, you need for 4 people. You need 4 people's worth of water. Comes a guy and pours orange juice into the kiyar. Is it kosher? Yes. He puts a gallon of orange juice and takes out a gallon from the kiyar. Kosher? Yes, until you get down to the roiv. But if you do it in a revius, you have a washing cup, and you're trying to wash your hands from the netilas yadayim, and you pour a little bit of orange juice in there to get up to the revius, to get a little bit more than the revius, and then you take out a spoonful of water / orange juice, you ruined your cup. That trick does not work on netilas yadayim. Why? Because a revius is such a small amount, it doesn't have the power to be mevatel other liquids. Says the Gemara, let's at least we can't even turn the page here. Wow. It's already chakras. Crazy. Here's the case. You have 10 lights from the bottom. So you have 40 sa exactly. Nosan sa, he put a 1 sa of orange juice or any kind of liquid that's possible for a mikveh, any juice. V'notal sa, and then he removed 1 sa. Harei kosher, it's a kosher mikveh. Why? Because it's bottle. You can do this up until the point that it's a roiv. And that's what? That's only for a mikveh and a kiyar, limu'ute netilas yadayim, that you can't do it. Rabbi, we have another video coming up. If he made a hole in the mikveh wall, and there's a revius of water in that hole, even if the water is seated downwards, there's mikveh water in the wall. Check it out. It just gets better and better every day, Rabbi. So here we go. I don't know which video this is. There's 2 of them. I might have to change videos if this is not good. Look at this. Then the water goes down. Oh, geschmack. The water goes down. So in the hole, there's water. Not in that hole. In the wall where they made the hole, there's water. It's a little off, this video. So she could go and be toivel very, very small kalim, machatim, a needle, and a tiny little fork. You hear the chiddush, but it doesn't have 40 sa. What kind of mikveh is that? But it came from a mikveh. You hear, Gary? You like that? You know that halacha? Wow. What should I do here? Stop over here? We don't have a choice. Unbelievable. Okay, I mean, wow.
Maybe finish the Amud at least.
Let's finish the Amud. Omar Rabbi, let's turn the page. Omar Rabbi Shlakish may mikvah ksherim lemei kiyar. Mikvah water is good for the kiyar. In other words, what kind of water goes into the kiyar? You could understand that it's mei mayon, it's spring water. No, even mikvah water. In other words, what does mikvah water mean? Any water, even sink water. So you're telling me you don't need spring water, you don't need mayim chayim for kiyar? Oh, so there's a thing called chaval. I want to throw this picture in. Oh yeah, I forgot to put it in. Fine. There's a Gevaldik book that Shalom Eliyahu gave me last night, and I found a great picture where they wash the kerev v'kro'ayim. You wash in the Beis Hamikdash. You take the carbon, you take the innards out, you wash the innards. It's one of the processes that you do there for the carbon of the tamid. You wash the innards, and it's feet, it's legs. What kind of water? B'mayim v'lo b'yayin. Do not use, if you get bored and you don't have water over there, don't start using Castell on the thing. B'mayim v'lo b'mazug. Mazug is diluted wine. The one that was added, some water was added to it. B'mayim l'rabi shar mayim. Sink water. You're allowed to use sink water. V'kavachomer l'meikir, and certainly meikir. Now, what does a kavachomer mean? Not only sink water, but certainly meikir water, which would mean that meikir water is different than sink water. That meikir has spring water, and that's why it's a kavachomer. Ma kavachomer l'meikir. Lav de mayim chayim ninu? Loi, the kaddish. No, it's sink water, but because it went into the kiyar, it has special kedusha, and certainly you can use that to wash off a carbon. Says the Gemara, because it has kedusha, it's better. But Torah the Rebbe Shmuel, mayim. It says in the pasuk, mayim, just water. Shelim shem levai. It doesn't have a second name to it. Yotzu meikir sheislam shem levai. But meikir, the kiyar water, it's called meikir, mei shemesh, meikir. I was just joking. Whoever's here knows. But turning on the daf, sponsored by Adar Global Specialists and International Financial Services. Anonymous is chus for Hatzlachim, Ruchnis, and Gashmis. Anonymous is chus to support a Torah that all tests should come back 100% healthy for me and my family. Elolav says the Gemara, the ruim lemeikir. It doesn't. The water didn't enter the kir yet. It's spring water about to go into the kir. Because if it's sink water, there would be no kavachomer. Amamayim chayim. In other words, what's a kavachomer? You can use sink water, and certainly sink water that's about to go into the kir. Why? Why is that a certainly? Oh, and certainly spring water that's about to go into the kir, because it's spring water. So of course you can use it for the carbon. Rabbi Sai, hold on. Oh, sorry, I didn't see. You're right. Tanoi, you could all leave though. Tanoi, Domer Rabbi Yochanan, yeah, 100%. Domer Rabbi Yochanan, Mei kir. What kind of water is in the kir? Rabbi Shmuel Omer, Mei mayon hein. It's water that comes from a spring. Rabbi say Motzei Shabbos, 9:30 sharp. Have a Gevaldik Shabbos. Oh, Rabbi say, hold on a second. We're not done.
The next line.
Orel Minalon. How do you know that somebody without a bris milah cannot perform the avodah? A kiss from Hashem, Ashi's bris, Amasandik. Have a wonderful yontif.
Merit the schus of spreading Torah throughout the world. Sponsor a shir today. MDYsponsor.com or sponsor at MDYDaf.com.